Law enforcers have been planning this drug raid for months. At the end, only 6 sachets of meth were found here, a small quantity in a country where over 100 kilos of the drug are consumed every day. That's according to Myrna. She's asked to keep her identity hidden. For 15 years, she's worked as a fixer, putting international drug sellers in touch with local distributors. She's also a police informant.
The Chinese are the ones who run the biggest syndicates here in the Philippines. It's through connections that they're able to come in. There are those transported in by sea. We also have our own factories here, and they just bring in the chemicals needed for production.
The most popular drug is meth, known locally as shabu. But there's also a market for cocaine, marijuana, ecstasy, and other emerging party drugs. There's so much money to be made that aside from the Chinese, there are also Mexican and West African drug operators.
Much of what comes into the country does so in what drug enforcers call low volume, high frequency. That's small quantities carried by many couriers creatively, such as in the lining of suitcases, hidden in the soles of shoes, even in fabric roll, or indeed on their own person.
The drugs are mostly consumed locally, and officials say many of the users are from less affluent communities. Though undermanned with less than 900 agents, the government's anti-drug office says it's doing the best it can.
About 46% of the detainees are violators of the anti-drug law. So I think we're doing enough. But sometimes people are impatient. They want the problem to vanish automatically. It's not going to happen.
Myrna says no matter how hard the government agents work, they're not likely to wipe out the trade.
Because there are officials themselves protecting it, and in some instances, they themselves own the business. So it would be hard to eradicate this because, for example, like me, if I am recognized, for sure I will disappear, wiped from this earth. But if you have money, you have the means to fix things, then you stay free.
It all comes down to money, and there are millions of dollars involved. Law enforcers say they're aware the task isn't easy, but they're out to prove that despite the challenges, they can at least put a dent in the trade. Marga Ortigas, Al Jazeera, Manila.